Hey, this is Libby spilling the political tea. Straight politics, no chaser. You know the go-to for all your political needs. Think the Bodega Boys, but political. It's millennial politics, third piping hot. Look, time flies when the world is on fire. Yes, I know my last episode was in August, but what do I have to say? What do you want me to say? I told you so. Needless to say, that's why last season was indeed very short and sweet. I truly have no words. Absolutely none. I don't have time to get on here and rant and rave about how truly evil is dwelling among us, surrounding us globally. It's too mentally taxing and exhausting to think about. But here I am, and here we are. It's psychological warfare at this point, I swear. Well, while I'm here, let's recap all the crazy shit currently going on in this administration, the country, and the world since August. I'll try to keep it short. But I must say, it's looking more and more like a gaudy dystopia every day, don't it? See, I told you. I come on here and try to make sense of the truly insensible. So let's start locally, because New York has been giving us plenty lately. This episode was formerly titled New Mayor, New Episode, because it was supposed to come out in November, December, but I just couldn't do it. Anyway, as the world knows, NYC got a new mayor, so y'all know I'm peeved. Zohan Mamdani won. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it, and it's been over 6 months. It is what it is at this point. Just like Trump, I hope he does exactly what he said he was going to do, and if not, the voters need to hold him accountable. I did not vote for him. I did not vote for any of the candidates. I wrote my name in like progressives wrote Hammurabi's name in during Hillary's 2016 campaign against the orange rapist. Remember that? Yeah, let's not let us forget. The guardian angel guy, Curtis Sewa, definitely took votes away from Cuomo. Honestly, Cuomo had it to lose and he lost. The sexual assault scandal and the retirement home scandal were all too much. And Mamdani had too much momentum. The Ocasio-Bernie bullshit progressive momentum that gets nothing done but gets people riled up. The only good thing about that election is that we were getting rid of the gigolo who calls himself a mayor for the last 4 years. Adios and good riddance. Since his election, Mamdani has claimed to do some good things, but there's so much to do in New York. So much he promised. He has work to do, and I'm elated that he has the enthusiasm to do it. One thing he did was ban ICE from entering NYC property, such as schools, hospitals, and other city buildings. Good. Murder and gun violence has also hit a historic low in NYC, but I think the Knicks has something to do with that. However, all of this is a positive start to his administration. Godspeed. Speaking of New York, Knicks tape, Knicks in 5. Once they made it to the playoffs, I knew they were going to win. The joy they brought to the city is giving the Giants in 2008. The city is vibing right now. It's electric. It's buzzing. And despite the Dinker Tape parade being last Thursday, native New Yorkers are still reveling in the joy despite the demon Dolan. So let New Yorkers live. We were in we were in hell, honey. And we will be insufferable at least for the next decade. Like, the Knicks haven't won in 53 years. You got to give us at least a decade to, like, revel in this shit. I told y'all, Gotham needed a hero. And who would have thought it would be the New York Knickerbockers? And they gave us a hell of a show to watch. Now they deserve a nice long rest so we can have a three-peat. And the Yankees can have the summer to bring home a championship. It is time. Aaron Judge got this. He looked hungry at the Knicks finals game. And that's what I like to see from my favorite players. Hunger and desperation. Oh, and I almost forgot that jackass Dolan stated that the Knicks are going to the White House when the players already said they didn't want to go. See, that's the $1 million slave shit when it comes to athletics in this country. I hope they don't go, and I hope they don't get penalized for it. No team has gone to see Trump after they won. This team can go very, very far and dominate the NBA. It already boosted New York's economy and NBA sales, and this finals was the most watched finals since 1998, with Michael Jordan, the Bulls, and the Jazz. Don't fuck up the good mojo with Trump's bullshit Dolan. Anyways, go New York, go New York, go. The Knicks have me pulling out old Knicks shit and buying shit. If they had lost, I would have whooped Dolan's ass because everything wrong with the Knicks from the last 20 years is his fault. I love seeing the old heads with their vintage Knicks shit that looks brand new. Like they went in the back of their closet and pulled out Knicks swag from the 80s that still had the tag on it. That's how you know we've been losing for decades. I love to see it. Oh, and the new official New York greeting is Knicks in 5. I don't make the rules. Oh, and that bullshit Becky Hammon said about Jalen, girl, bye. I have a signed Becky Hammon jersey. I couldn't find no Knicks shit, but I have a signed Becky Hammon jersey. I am a diehard Liberty fan. Do not come for the Knicks right now. Don't start no shit. Don't make me sell that jersey on eBay, Becky. You didn't win the Liberty no chips when you were on the team. So who are you to talk? Shut up and stop underestimating people. The underdogs always win, especially when the underdogs are from New York. Since I'm talking about New York, today is Election Day in NYC. Please go vote. And if you're in the 12th Congressional District, which is the Upper East Side, Upper West Side, Midtown area, vote for Jack. We need a candidate in Congress. Sorry, I'm a firm believer in that. Thanks. Also, if you don't know who to vote for, ask ChatGPT who True Blue Dems are voting for and vote for them. That's what I did for my district. I hope you do it for yours. But while New York is celebrating, DC is DCing per usual. Now, we've all seen the green swamp in DC, right? Trump said it was vandals, bro. But that's not the case. He's a pathological liar. It's the peroxide they put in it to get all the algae out because it was engulfed with algae and it was causing it to change colors. Well, peroxide caused all the paint that they just painted it with to peel. Peroxide is a paint remover. Simple science. Simple chemistry, people. And that's what Trump gets for having one of his cronies handle the renovation of this pool instead of a verified government contractor. Now taxpayers have to pay anywhere between 13 and 50 million on renovations and repairs for this pool. A fucking pool. Taxpayers are also paying for the National Guard to guard the pool and arrest people for touching it. So far, 5 people have been arrested, including a former Olympian. Insanity. Please note, more people have been arrested because of the pool than the Epstein files. Nice. Taxpayer money was also wasted on paying for Secret Service, DHS, military, and police to secure the UFC's Duck Dynasty Poor White Trailer Park Trash event on the White House lawn for the world to see on America's 250th birthday. Sweet. That was the ghettoest shit I've ever seen at the White House ever. It was giving Six Flags in Alabama. Remember my last episode, Gaudy Dystopia? Exactly. That's what that was. The administration claims that no taxpayer money has gone directly to the event, but they lie so much. And all that alleged private money spent on a public spectacle that nobody prominent attended. Wow. And that's why people aren't signing up to perform nor attend Trump's 250th birthday party for America. Him and his cronies are killjoys, and he definitely jinxed the Knicks. Thank God people saged MSG the day after the game, because his ass definitely jinxed us, and everybody knows it. Nobody wants Trump's stench of rotting decay near them. He attended the G7 summit in France and lied and said all the leaders wanted to take pics with him. He's a pathological liar. Numerous pictures from the event show Trump standing alone, sitting alone. No one likes you, and you stink. Look, Obama's library opening is all the 250th anniversary America needed. Don't bother me with nothing else. Also, the real tea is Trump is scared that his name will be removed from all places and things once he is no longer in office, just like his name was removed from the Kennedy Center. Shocker. Finally, again, another waste of taxpayer money, 5 to 10 million to be exact, was wasted putting and removing his name from the center. At least the additional $250 million renovations Trump wanted for the center was paused by a judge. At least. In more news, Trump still hasn't negotiated a permanent ceasefire between Palestine and Israel, and now we're in some shit regarding the Straits of Hammon, a critical shipping choke point that is still restricted. Look, I don't do Middle East news and international affairs too much, but that's some bullshit. The war in the Middle East is still ongoing, and so is the war with Ukraine and Russia. We're going to be hailing Putin soon. Keep playing. I told y'all that before. Keep playing. Europe's politics are still contentious and suck. I guess that's why they are all in America for the World Cup. They're everywhere, yo. I've been seeing license plates from the wildest places. Like, I've been seeing license plates from Alabama and Maine and just the weirdest places. But I've also been seeing Europeans in NYC like crazy. I guess they're here for the World Cup. The UK can't keep a prime minister to save their lives. The most recent one, Keir Starmer, just resigned after a mere 2 years in office. Please note, the UK has had 7 prime ministers in just 10 years. To put this in perspective, Britain only had 3 prime ministers in the entire 20-year stretch from 1997 to 2016. They had Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, and David Cameron. The last decade has seen an unprecedentedly rapid rotation of leadership. Insanity. They can keep a queen for 70 years, but they can't keep a prime minister, y'all. Now, on to the other side of the world. Australia's prime minister publicly warned Elon Musk not to use Twitter to interfere and influence their elections. Oh, like what he did with America's elections in 2024? Then Trump warns him not to interfere with our midterm elections to help Democrats. He's projecting. Everything he says is projection. Everything men say is projection, but that's another argument. That's what Trump did in 2024 with Elon, was hack our elections in favor of Republicans and himself. Anyway, other countries like Germany and Spain have also issued public warnings to Musk about using his platform to meddle in their politics and elections. Interesting. The UN needs to investigate him because he's doing too much. Apparently, on the democracy collapse scale, America is on phase 17 of 18, and China is on 3. So we won't be celebrating America's existence much more. Anyway, according to this scale. I told y'all, we're in the penultimate stage. Go back and listen to episode 19. While America declines, Mexico is evolving and getting, you guessed it, universal public health care. Remember the thing Hillary was going to give us, but y'all didn't elect her? Yeah, that. Hillary also tried to warn us about Tulsi Gabbard, whom apparently has close ties to a cult for 30 years. Hillary was right about everything. However, I don't agree with Hillary's current take about Biden being wrong for not dropping out of the race and giving someone else a fair shot. Sorry to my former boss, but no. Biden should have never dropped out of the race. He's the only person to run against Trump and win. He should have stayed in the race. He would have won. The demographics that would not vote for Hillary and Kamala voted for Biden and would have voted for Biden. Sexism is pervasive in this country, and Biden has always been able to reach across the aisle and garner support from Republicans. That's what he did for 40 years in the Senate. That is what he does best. So I don't agree, and that was an unnecessary and baseless claim. that she could have kept to herself. See, every once in a while, your favorite politicians say some crazy shit you don't agree with. That doesn't mean I hate her forever, like I hate Nancy Pelosi for Jimmy Carter and Biden. The North doesn't forget. It just means that I disagree. And I'm not agreeing to disagree. I just disagree. Meanwhile, while Trump was having his trailer park trash World Fair at the White House, everyone with decency came to Obama's library opening, including, but not limited to, all the former presidents. The current president was not invited. It was an invite-only event. People are also calling the library the Taj Michelle because it's an ode to Michelle Obama's legacy as well as Barack's. The library is on the south side of Chicago, 10 blocks from where Michelle grew up, and near the hospital where Malia and Sasha were born. The Presidential Library encompasses a presidential museum documenting Barack Obama's presidency, a public library and archives center run with the National Archives System, a community center with classrooms and programming spaces, a basketball court and athletic facilities, a public garden and landscaped park space, a tower-shaped museum building overlooking Jackson Park, educational and civic engagement spaces focused on leadership and history, and so much more. Well done, Barack. It took 10 years, but it is so worth it. And I can't wait to see it. But tickets are currently sold out until fall. Damn. Did y'all see the black people at the library doing the electric slide on Juneteenth? Yes, yes, yes. That's community building. That's what Obama is known for. Joy. Black joy. Pure, unadulterated black joy. Happiness. Good times. Prosperity. His last term was great. At least economically. For me it was. Socially, not so much, but that wasn't his fault. That was white lash. Anyway, did y'all listen to the speeches given at the library opening? Michelle's speech was the epitome of black girl magic and black excellence. Go watch it. That was all the 250th celebration of America we needed. Thanks, Obamas. Needless to say, the Obamas and the Clintons are still leading with intellect, class, grace, and dignity. Bush is still a fool. He gave Michelle the mints and I fell out. I cannot. He's crazy. And Laura Bush is still anyway. The tariffs are still kicking the everyday Americans' ass as opposed to the countries we put tariffs on, which is what Trump promised. Inflation is still inflating, and it's not even inflation at this point. Let me give you an example. A hypo, if you will. If I used to buy apples for, let's just say, 20 cents, bear with me here, 20 cents, and now apples are 2,000 cents, that's not inflation. It's hyperinflation. It's price gouging. It's greedflation. It's robbery. Just like the size of things are getting incrementally smaller, but the price is the same or increasing, and they think Americans are too stupid to notice, which some of you are, but I'm not. I see it. I feel it in my pockets. The potato chip bags are empty. No matter what size or price they are empty. That's shrinkflation, people, which is bullshit. I digress. On a positive note, Keisha Lance Bottoms, the former mayor of Atlanta, is running for governor of Georgia. And since we have never, ever had a black woman governor in the history of America, I hope she wins. That's revenge for Stacey Abrams losing in 2018 to 2022. Told y'all, politics is circular. Like Merrick Garland not getting a Supreme Court seat under Obama, but becoming Attorney General under Biden. Political payback is a bitch, and Democrats don't forget. Go Keisha. Sidebar. Next year, if voting goes right, all or most of all the black Republicans will be out of Congress. Good. Finally, they played themselves. The moment they aligned with whiteness, they played themselves. In other news, ICE is still falsely detaining people, raping people, and beating people. Project 2025 is still projecting, and 53% of Project 2025 is complete. Apparently, there is a Project 2029 being created by House Democrats to ensure the next president aggressively investigates and prosecutes Trump and his cronies for civil rights violations, financial self-dealing, and or illegal political interference. I hope it works. Not punishing Trump, January 6th MAGA participants, the Tea Party, and the Confederates was and is America's downfall. It will always be America's downfall. In more positive news, Kamala went on her well-deserved book tour and gloated, as she should, since she told us so. And Doug just got her brand new $8.15 million house in Malibu. If my husband bought me that, I would gloat too. Y'all got stuck with a demagogue. She on the beach. We not the same. I can't wait for Biden's presidential memoir, though. It should be titled Saving the Soul of the Nation, because he truly did save the soul of this nation, or at least he tried to, and quasi-temporarily succeeded. But really, since Biden bowed out of the campaign 2 summers ago, what's really new regarding politics, globally and at home? Ocasio and Tales of the Crypt Sanders still out here doing a whole lot of nothing and getting paid by taxpayers to do it. Just like the state he represents, Wemby lacks sportsmanship, class, grace, humility, morals, ethics, and skill. He's lucky I'm not the coach, general manager, or team owner, because after Game 5 ended, he would have been black on a flight to France or wherever the fuck he's from. His work visa would have been revoked, child. Not only was he overhyped and lost, he lost with no class, no grace, no sportsmanship. Disgusting, just trifling. That's not how we play ball in America. I thought the NBA didn't want hood ball, street ball. But that finals was definitely some hood ball shit, man. Like, and even in the hood, we wouldn't do that. You don't try to break somebody's legs. You don't smack nobody in the head. He need his ass whooped. Anyway, speaking of Texas, I'm pissed y'all didn't elect Jasmine Crockett to the Senate. Boo, tomato, tomato. She was perfect. But now y'all want her to help y'all win the down ticket? So again, y'all, let me get this straight. Y'all want black women to mule for y'all, but not represent you. Yeah, no. Winning yourself without black women's help. Black women no longer work for free. We're resting and still minding our black ass business and our wallets, specifically with the Asian business boycott. Viva la revolution, ladies. Buy and build black only from now on, since certain races don't know how to vote blue and continuously perpetuate and act on racist stereotypes about us. And yes, it's divide and conquer. But once the Asian community decided to side with white people during the 2024 elections and to get rid of affirmative action, that people of color shit went out the window. Good luck to them, though. They're going to need it, especially since other races don't patronize their businesses as frequently as black people do, or at all. Sip that tea. Oh, and never forget, black people contribute $2 trillion to the American economy annually. Play with your mother. Do with that information as you will. Black people are still getting lynched in this country daily by people that they pay to protect them. Please see the Walmart tragedy where a little black boy was shot by police for no reason. No, the girl and her friend did not steal from Walmart. They had receipts. So taxpayer money went to police to shoot at a car, a moving vehicle, with a child inside. Yeah. What was that slogan a couple years ago? Defund the police. That one. In weirder news, the Epstein accused are still walking around alive, well, and free, and rich. Sports in Hollywood are still doing what it's supposed to do, entertain and unite people. And the finals and World Cup definitely did that and are doing that. Did y'all see the MJ movie? It has grossed almost $1 billion in sales globally and is the #1 bio movie of all time. Damn. Mike is still breaking records posthumously. Personally, I've seen 4 movies this past month, and I still have one more to see. Good job, Hollywood. Take my money. That's a record for me. But Americans need joy, so we're trying to get it anywhere we can. And I guess the box office is one place we're getting it. And Trump is still sleeping, farting, and embarrassing us on a global scale. And he is still hated globally and at home. He even fell asleep at the Knicks finals game that he jinxed. And of course, there is so much more shit that has gone down since August, but you get the gist. Essentially, in America and globally, the political landscape is more of the same bullshit. Told ya. I hate to say I told you so, but I did. This administration is actually worse than what I thought it would be. And we have 2 years and 7 months left of this bullshit. 2 whole years. Almost 3. Wow. I honestly don't think America with 3 Ks will survive it. The Orange Man is already selling 2028 hats and banning one of Trump's cronies or former cronies. I don't know. I think they're beefing right now. But he beefing with everybody. He beefing with Elon Musk too. Anyway, I digress. Bannon stated that Trump is going to run again. How would he know that? Now, the orange demagogue is renovating the bunker under the East Wing, which he destroyed because his first lady never used it anyway. Hence, why he's building a $300 million ballroom over it. He's renovating the bunker because he doesn't plan on leaving. The man is selling our secrets to the highest bidder. Like, come on. How can our allies trust us? Our secrets are probably on the darknet. For the love of God, I can't believe y'all let this man back in office. I can't believe y'all did this shit. Benjamin Franklin said it best. So they said he allegedly said it or he didn't say it. I think he said it. The masses are stupid. I think he said it. With that being said, thank you for listening to my political pontification. If you liked it, loved it, or hated it, please tell a friend to tell a friend. And please check out my website, thepoliticaltea.com. You can generously donate to my chai latte habit on it. Thank you.